Hello, and welcome back to Satisfactory 1.2. In the last episode, we completed out Phase 1. In this episode, we are essentially going to be redoing all of this. So, from where we start over here, all the way over to here, basically all of what you see, probably up until that. We're gonna put platforms and we're gonna spread stuff out. We're gonna organize. But first, I need to grab an alternate recipe because we're ditching the screws. I did research those two hard drives. I'll show you what I got in a sec. But the only differences that have come, I just spaghettified a bunch of stuff so that I can start crafting up some reinforced iron plates. So I've just been kind of letting those go. I just started it, so I'm only at like 92, which most of those are manually crafted. But I was sick of running out of materials for like belts and stuff. But I'll show you guys the hard drives. So, side note, it is raining, but I still don't see raindrops. Only the sounds and the effects on my helmet. I don't know if that's a bug or something, but alright, so these are the two that I've gotten. I'm not going to do this, so I'm actually going to pick the 6 inventory slots for that. And then for the other one, we actually got a good recipe for iron plates. Well, reinforced iron plates. But we got stitched iron plates. Ditches the screws and adds in wire, which gives 3 reinforced iron plates. So we're gonna pick that one, not this one because that has screws, but we're gonna go ahead and work with this. And then I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just literally going to, so this is the screws that are going directly into that, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. Screws are probably gonna be ditched now. We'll just manually craft them because they're just so easy to craft. I don't know. But what I want to do here is, okay, I have an idea. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go logistics. We're going to toss missing cable. Where's my cable? I cannot wait to get a freaking spread out factory with like walkways, pathways. I'm so sick of jumping over all this crap. Okay, let's try this again. So what was I doing? Oh yeah. I'm gonna put a splitter on top of this. And then, actually, we'll go like this. And then we're gonna put this right here. Ah, crap. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. I don't want it to snap. Why you snap? I just directly lined it. So, alright. So, select recipe. Stitched iron plates. This is going to be amazing. Except for the materials here are just gonna go so slow. Look at that. But it's fine. We don't have to do any screws. So we're gonna let that build up for a little bit. And then probably gonna go ahead and just tear everything down. We're gonna need a lot of plates and a lot of concrete, which I just whipped this up real quick. Just the miner into a constructor into this, and we are cooking pretty well on concrete. Actually, I'll take that stack. And today's milestones, I think, well, first we're gonna do the awesome sink. I think, I don't know, we might take a break from, or like set the milestones on the back burner unless we need it. Or I might, honestly, I might go for oh no, because I need steel. Okay, I want to unlock vehicles because that'll help us out a lot with basic steel production. Because the place where I'm going to be doing steel is kind of far away. In fact, it's weird because I've unlocked over here and it still doesn't say it's unlocked. That's weird. Oh, never mind. It's because the lake that I was at is north not south. Okay. But, yeah, in that area is where there's coal. So this is, like, in my opinion, one of the best places to do a coal farm or a coal factory. But in the last playthrough, I did a sky bridge back to my base. I don't want to do that. I want to utilize trucks. I want to utilize the new pathing system and all that good stuff. So I think that's going to be our plan for today. I want to unlock vehicles, and then I want to try to get started on maybe coal power or steel. And we're going to have to go do some hard drive hunting. I want to see if, yeah, see, I don't have any of those. So maybe we could research power slugs. I wish it would let us know what is what on here, but I guess it wouldn't be research without researching. So I think the first thing I want to start with is wiping the slate clean. I'm gonna go ahead and foundation the crap out of basically everywhere over here. That'll be a nice decorative piece. We can't go any further than that right now though, but once we get our poison filters, our knoblis, we can destroy all the poison bits over there. I need a lot of iron plates and concrete we're still working on, because the concrete will keep going. Like, I'm not going to tear that down, but everything that you see here is going to be torn down, and we're just wiping the slate clean, and then we're going to actually organize all our machines and all that good stuff. But this will stay put, as well as like all our power and stuff. Ooh, actually, I don't know, because those are my so I'm gonna have to do a separate biomass facility. But I could just start with the foundations before I tear anything down. So I'll probably tear these two down and just go to about, okay. So I can get pretty close to that. Cool. So yeah, we'll come out to about right here. All right, I'm gonna get started. I think this is gonna be enough space. So we're gonna end up expanding all over the grasslands and making sure everything's flat and that we have plenty of room. And yeah, so I think the next step is going to be level all of this, and then we'll rebuild bigger, better, and way more organized. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean house here. So I need to really pay attention to what is being powered, because there's certain things I still want to be here. Well, nah, we'll probably just start from scratch. We'll make a little power section. I'm only gonna do 4 biomass burners, and then, or maybe even just 3. Because I really want to unlock coal power, which will make all of this essentially automated. So I'm going to put a space elevator like dead center, I think. This is going to be kind of like our hub, I guess. I'm not going to... We're out of sheets? Are you kidding? Good thing I got a bunch craft in here. Space elevator is now replaced. Now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start leveling this. So I am gonna need some storage containers. So I think we'll just use this. I do want them connected though, so I think I'm just gonna make like a tower. So what I've done was just made this my input for all of these. That way I don't have to like jump or climb all the way up there. All I have to do is dump all my stuff in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and level all of this, and we are going to start from scratch. And I'm very excited about this. All right, the slate has been wiped clean. It's a little bare bones right now, but I went ahead and left clearance for the 3 iron nodes. We got limestone, and then obviously that limestone over there. What is that? That looks like more iron. Then we got copper. We also have a copper node. I don't think you can see it, but it's like right around this corner that we can do something with. I also removed the fog. Like there's a fog slider, and it just looks so much better. Look how far we can see now. It just looks so good. Well, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the basic setup again. I want to get this pretty well organized. So what I'm probably gonna do, I'll have a miner facing this way, and then these two miners will be facing this way. So it kind of converges in. We get 3 iron nodes, and then that one, this limestone will come in through here. We're gonna put walls up and stuff too, so, but I mean, I'm not prioritizing that because the default orange is so we've got to unlock the resource sync bonus program so that we can unlock customization and we can actually paint that. So we're gonna hold off on the walls for now, but there's gonna be walls. This is gonna be, for the most part, enclosed. It's gonna look like a factory and all that good stuff. We're gonna make sure we have pathways and all that good stuff. I'm very excited because I never gave vehicles a real shot in my last playthrough, but this one I definitely want to try vehicles. So I have purposely not platformed this area over here because our coal factory is going to go over there, and we're also going to be doing steel production over there, and I want the steel that it produces to be driven over here via truck. So we have a lot of work to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. I'll show you guys, you know, step by step the process and all that good stuff, but we need to go grab our materials. Okay, so far I just have my power going, and I have the power hooked up to these 4 miners. We need to get the copper down here. But this, I'm gonna end up walling off. It's gonna be like its own little mini facility. I mean, most of this is gonna be walled off. Like, we're gonna try to make it look like a legitimate factory. Got so many ideas rattling around in my head, but I think the copper is the next thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and rebuild all of my basics, like my plates, rods, all that good stuff. So that way we will be good to go and we can continue on. But we have so much space, we can actually organize, make it neat. And that is my plan. One thing I am noticing in 1.2 is you can't do the short squished conveyor lifts anymore. You used to be able to essentially make it so you can close that gap that's right there in the middle and make them like short. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, so I've been playing around with it. Maybe it needs to be like a little elevated. Yeah, normally it would just auto snap and then it would create the short stack. Oh, that's a bummer. That was like my favorite way because I don't like doing this. So I would rather it go here and then go up a lift and kind of keep things neat and organized. But I don't think it's possible anymore. Let me know if you guys use that trick, for 1, and for 2, is it still working for you? Because it's not. That sucks. That was like one of my favorite building features. Oh well, I guess. I got 3 smelters going here. I'm just trying to get the belts up here without it looking like that. That just, I don't know. It just looks bad to me. Yeah, I've tried every single combination. I've tried, that sucks. We'll do another micro nudge there, but I'm pretty sure I've already tested this. I've tested all the way up close, all the way to out here. Like it yeah, normally when you would click it right here, it would give the little audio cue, like the little the little beep, or it's like a tick. But yeah, that sucks, because no matter what, I'm gonna get some stupid conveyor belt things like that. Man, they fixed a perfectly good, I call it a feature, but it was just probably not an intended mechanic. Let me do a little bit more testing. So if I go like this, and then let's go over like this. It does work still. I just can't get it to work here. Interesting. Okay, so how many away was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I have a plan now, and it goes a little something like this. It's coming together, coming together. Let me give a bird's eye view. So I did up a little platform right there. So it got me thinking. So I forgot that I could put platforms over resource nodes. And I thought maybe I could play around with it over here to try to get the short stacked lifts to work. But it didn't work. But I do like the look of it. I like the recessedness. It kind of makes it look a lot neater. And I'm going to do that for all of the nodes that I come across. Because I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Gives it kind of like a, I don't know, level playing field. This is a little weird though. This little gap. But it's alright. But we got all of our iron ingots cooking. We've got our concrete cooking. And when we get this node of concrete over here, we'll have to do some trickery. I'm not sure what I'll do there, but that's a problem for the future. So, poke him in the butt. That wasn't the butt. So now that we have 3 smelters, we can actually start bringing this stuff out. And, well, this just needs to go into a container. Because this is kind of its own thing right now. So we're just going to kind of go like this and line it up a little bit. Go ahead and do a little nudge. And then that's going to go... Really? There we go. I just had to nudge it back one more time. So we got concrete cooking. That'll help us out a lot for foundations and stuff. So, and power poles. But now I want to start on some iron stuff. Get all that whipped up. Not going to spend too much time on it because we've already built all this stuff before. I'm just trying to organize it. Made a little bit more progress. I went ahead and built up this little foundation thing. That way I can come down with it all nice and neat like. I still wanted this to be like a little crafting station, so instead of putting the conveyor belts on the floor and having to jump over every time, I went ahead and raised them up a little bit and went over this. Now we are running out of power capacity, so I'm probably, yeah, see, we're pretty up there. So capacity is 90, and if I start adding more stuff, it's gonna cut the power. So what I did was, off of the solid biofuel, yeah, that's what it's called, I just added a splitter. And we're gonna do the same thing because these are my biomass burners right here. I am just going to mirror it, essentially. Yeah, I'm gonna get that started real quick. That way we can get this done and out of the way. I gotta remember how to mirror it. Okay. I got it. Now, I've been making sure to add a lot of power lines. That way I don't have any issues. So like, for example, going over here, I put a power line there, and then I can also just put power lines down in the middle and stuff like that. But I've been trying to keep the power lines on the intersections of my foundations. That way it's nice and neat. Like if you see right here, I did it right there. Over here, that way they're more uniform. They're all 90-degree angles, and I'll have connectors. So like if I start putting machines here, boom, we already have our wires, which is kind of amazing. Because I wish I would have thought about that in the first playthrough. It would have made my life a hell of a lot easier. So with power management in mind, it's basically how I've been doing this. So, all right, I got these all set up, and now I just need to connect them. So, let's see what lines we have. All right, so for example, right here, I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna put one right here, and then we're gonna start making our way over this way. All right. So let's go ahead and connect these first. That way we start getting some biomass over here. Why you no go? Huh? Oh, that's why. Okay, now I need to get a lot more biomass. So we're gonna go. Oh, I should probably connect these. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we have 180. So that doubled our capacity. I'm gonna go over to probably this little forest right here and just go crazy. Go ahead and grab those. And there's a Mercer sphere there. There's also a poison plant. So, frick was that sound? Playing with passive on for, well, I'm playing with retaliate on. But I've already attacked a bunch of stuff and they did not retaliate. So I'm thinking that's, and it was the same thing in my last playthrough. So I think that's just a bug that they haven't addressed yet. So no big deal. I don't know if I can get this Mercer sphere without triggering the poison plant. Oh, I can. Aliens?
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
This is so funny. I love the little quirks of this game. Alright, I think we are pretty solid on biomass for a long while. So we'll go back and craft these up, and then we will have power. And we can continue. So, I manually craft the biomass, and then I just feed it into... Dude, look at that. That's so much biomass. But yeah, I craft up the biomass by hand because it's super fast, and then I just toss it in here. And then it auto-crafts it, and then divvies it up between everything. Go ahead and craft all this up. Okay, those are crafted. So we just go ahead and toss them all in there, and then it's going to craft them all up and divvy them up, and we are good to go. Cool. Next step. So I already brought the copper down here, as you can see that way. So that's going into the smelters, crafting ingots, going into here, crafting wire, and then going into here to craft up my reinforced iron plates, which I do need to do some temporary storage for the time being. It's not straight, but it's fine. It's just temporary. It's just temporary. Now the hub. I need to find a good spot for the hub. I think over here would be a good spot. Actually, right next to the elevator, because this is kind of like an out of the way space. So yeah, let's go ahead and toss the hub down here. I'm missing iron ore for some reason, which is kind of crazy. I mean, that's pretty good. Cool. Now it's like tucked back out of the way. Nice and neat. We still have access to these if needed. We do. Cool. But there's other inputs too. I think there's like inputs over here. Yeah. So if we ever do that, then we can just use that. Damn it. Let's go ahead and put this right here. So, oh, got too close to the poison bits. It's fine though. For everything else, I think I might go ahead and just get all the materials into those. And that'll be kind of like our temporary storage for now. That way these things keep cooking and we don't have to worry about it, because these are plates, rods. We're not doing screws. Screws we're gonna craft by hand, so we're not even gonna worry about that. We do need a separate copper node for the wire up there. So what I'm gonna do is probably do some foundations that way, because I think the nearest copper is going to be this way. So we got that one. Yeah, so that's the next nearest one, because other than that, that's 556. So yeah, we're gonna head this way, although I'm not too sure I want to do that yet. I don't want to have some ugly belts going up the terrain. I don't want a sky bridge. So I think we're going to save that one. We're just going to toss up another smelter. because I think 120 divided by 2 is 60, obviously. I think 60 would be enough to keep the reinforced iron plates going. I'm not sure, though. So I used to have a mod that made it always daytime, but I don't know if there's like a setting I can do for that, like world. Yeah, that's all there is. Also, I changed the weather, and I was reading through this. I put it to clear, so it's clear weather with a touch of wind, rain, and thunder, but I want more. So rain, overcast, clear weather. So we might do wet. No, because it's gonna make me restart it. So whenever you change the weather, it makes you restart the game. So we'll worry about that later. But so far, I have not seen any rainstorm. But then again, I have the preset set to clear. So I think it's prioritizing clear days with occasional rain. So we'll worry about that later, though. First, we're going to need another smelter, like right here. And then, I don't know. We might be able to do this. Let's see. So that needs to go like that. Can I do a splitter right? No. It's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is probably kind of move this over a little bit. So we'll just set it right next door. We'll go like that. And then we'll bring this belt over like that. What am I clipping through? That's it. That's what you're alerting me to? Okay, that's fine. All right, and now I should have enough space to get this one into there. And then, now that it's far enough away, I can do a splitter right there. It might not be, oh, it is lined up, okay. There we go. Perfect. And then we're gonna need some extra power poles, so we're gonna go like this. Put that there. Bring this over. Being sure to add extra connection points for the future. There. And now this can just be wired. Like that. Okay, so we're gonna need to move this over here. And then alright, and this is going to be wire. We can go ahead and put it up there. It's not clipping. So as far as clipping goes, I'm fine with clipping if it's an acceptable amount of clipping. If it's like merging belts and stuff, then no. No, we don't want to do that. But there we go. We have everything automated that we need for the elevator. Or the resource sink program. So we're going to end up going ahead and let's do a temporary storage just for now. That way I don't have belts running across the freaking thing. So, so this is gonna have to go like this. Actually, do something a little like this. Actually, no. Because I want all of these to be mergers. Except that. So we're going to go like this. That. And then we're going to bring this down. Face that way. Make storage container. Connect that up. And then we can connect all these. Not straight, but it'll be alright. So there we go. So we should start getting plates. We should start getting copper wire, or just wire. There we go. Okay, concrete. And I'm gonna go ahead and set up another limestone node over here, and then belt it over, and then we'll have all of our elevator parts cooking. But of course, first we need to. I want it to go all the way to the bottom. Why is it not going all the way to the down? Down. H. And you just nudge it. Nudge it yourself. And then I should have... Okay, cool. Alright, which way do I want this to face? Probably this way, and then I'll bring the belt in like so. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do there. But we do need to turn this. I'll place it, and then we're gonna kind of do that. And then let's see if it goes a little lower now that I have that replaced. Minor. Damn. See how it goes down like that? I wish it would do that in this orientation. It just looks floaty. You know what we do with floatiness? We go ahead and give it a 2-meter foundation. I don't know if that's gonna look right, but I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see. Production, minor. I like it. I like that way better. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna have this ugly belt. Basically, oh, I hate when it does that, man. So what I do, so I kind of go like this. Okay, I changed it. There. That looks so much better. But what I was saying is I'll bring it out as far as possible. And then what I'll do to keep it straight, see, no amount of nudging or anything is gonna correct it. Even if you place like one of these, just the alignment in the straight setting is just weird. So like there's the middle. And then if I freeze it, that's a regular nudge. And then a micro nudge is still crooked. So the trick to that is you just bring it out as far as you can. And then actually I need it to go about right here. You could just curve it like that and then that part's gonna be straight. But for all intents and purposes, like if you do that, okay, so the ending is curved. So we go logistics, and we just attach a little splitter. Delete the excess. And there you go. You got it straight. All right, it is now hooked up. Now I just need to bring some power over here, and then we will have our concrete, which I already forgot to do this. Like that. Toss on. I need the merger. There we go. And it's going the correct direction. We go like that. There. Now everything is going to be going into that storage container. But let's go ahead and get these lines going. Go ahead and just follow the belt. All right. Now we just wait, and then we're going to start unlocking a bunch of stuff because I need the awesome sinks. I need to unlock steel production and vehicles. I really want to start messing with vehicles today. So we're going to finish this out. That way we could start sinking stuff we don't need. I mean, we kind of need everything right now. But the next one is going to be vehicular transport. So we're going to have to automate modular frames and rotors. Now, rotors, I think before I get to this, I'm going to go do some hard drive hunting. I would really like... Wait, I feel like I should be able to scan for hard drives now, right? Let me go check the MAM. Let's go actually put one down. Just place it right here. Well, actually, do it about right there. Still have access to those. And we can just move this when we need to. All right, so I need to scan for hard drives, but I mean, I can research this. We might as well start researching the alien technology. Yes, yes.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific...
Witness our scripture. Witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
Okay. No!
This fruit is compatible with the...
We already know. I'll let the ones that we have that are new play out and see what she says. But, yeah. With the stuff we've already unlocked 8 billion times, I'm not gonna really give it any time of day. Alright, what are we at now? Bruh. We're already good to go. I mean, we need a lot more concrete. Which, coincidentally, we have right here. So, actually, yeah, screw it. I'll just take it off. So we have the rods. We have the sheets. We need to wait on the wire, which I think I'm crafting up additional wire, right? No. The additional wire was meant for that. Okay, cool. So yeah, we just got, oh, that's not it. We just gotta wait on the wire. Catwalks are gonna look so good. And the reason I haven't done any of the like the walls and the catwalks and stuff, I mean, we're about to unlock customization, so I might start adding the walls, but at the same time, we don't have like gates and doors and stuff like that. That's stuff we have to actually buy with the awesome shop. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Oh, we already had 500. Oh shit, okay. Well, let's go unlock this. Bink, 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 bink. All right, and what's our next one?
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort first, also known as awesome. Your
Yep.
awesome input allows,
Yep.
in appreciation of
Yep.
directing
Yep.
these coupons
Yep.
such as newfound
Yep.
next time you
Yep. Okay, so the rundown of what Ada was saying is now we can build up an awesome sink, which, here, I'll just toss it down and show you guys. Let's put it, dude, this thing is massive. Why is it so massive? I've never understood that. Okay, so, I mean, you have to power it, but you feed in items and then it gives you points. And it's pretty nice. It's really nice, actually. But we need screws. Frickin' screws. All right, now we can put down the awesome shop. I can never figure out which way this goes. I guess it's no matter what way. Nudge it. Like that. And now when you open the awesome shop, you can actually buy stuff with the tickets. So we're going to be using the crap out of conveyor wall holes. We're going to be doing signs. We'll unlock all those. But these are something I really wanted. So these. Man, there's so much. Okay, I'm going to get some power over here because I want to start this. And let's bring it back right here. And then it's good to me. So if I always forget you have to have a storage container. So we'll just go ahead and line it up and like that. Now, if you put something in here, let's say one of these, it'll go in and then it gives you points, and points until the next coupon will give you a coupon. So if I put in, I don't know, let's say 200 of these. See how it goes down? Cool. So the first thing that I think I am going to start sinking is the SAM node over here. But it's really far down, like right there at that arch, there's a deep dark pit, and it's kind of hard to get to if you are not using a jetpack or something like that. So we might hold off on that for now, but so far everything's looking pretty good. I'm actually happy with this. Not a whole lot of spaghetti going on, and what spaghetti there is will be hidden once we get like catwalks. Ooh, that's what I should look into sinking for the catwalks, because that's going to be a key. And see like the walls, gates. Man, there's so much I want to unlock right now, but these are going to be nice. We can use elevators. We could buy parts. I bought a lot of parts when I was running out, and we just had a bunch of tickets. But let's see what our next milestone is going to be. It's probably going to be vehicle transport, but coal power is also very, I think we're just going to go ahead and automate the parts to unlock those. So rotors and, oh man, okay, I'm gonna go do some hard drive hunting because I really want to get an alternate recipe to get rid of those stupid screws. But first, I really want to start researching. I don't remember where the hard drive researching is, like in these, so I'm just gonna plug and play basically everything I have.
This semi-slug, now dubbed Power Slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis.
Okay. It said my reward was a hard drive, but I mean a power shard. I'm not seeing any power shards. I'm confused. All right, and to scan or to unlock that, I'm gonna need quartz. I seen a little node over here. I think it was over here. Here it is. Hopefully this gives us a lot. Quartz, yes. I'm gonna have to go find more. Damn, it's probably all the way down here.
The crystalline mineral.
I need to look for quartz. Can I scan it now? Yes! All right, we can go get some quartz. I think the nearest one is like 1,000 meters away. It's gonna be, oh. Okay, yep, there it is. All right, so let's go ahead and we're just gonna mark it. It's good to me. And hopefully that shows up on my HUD. I don't remember if just regular stickers work, but we're just gonna keep going this way. I'm just gonna mine up a bunch. I'll probably toss down a couple of these. Yeah. So if you see straight forward, there's like purple leaves. That's where we're heading. That's like the starter quartz biome, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of poison that goes on in there. So I really need to keep a sharp eye for the poison flowers and stuff like that. So, and it does not look like... Oh, maybe we're still too far away. But it wasn't showing up on the mini map up top. Go ahead and get this. Aliens? Nothing crazy. All right, now this place is littered. See? Like that one's already getting up. There's one right there. So we have to get through here with the freaking quickness. So I'm gonna try to make it through without dying. I will lose some health, but it's fine. Or not. Okay. All right, here's the river. So up there is the quartz. Okay, I don't think they're retaliating. Okay, let's hurry up. Ah! Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Okay, where was this node? Right up there. Oh, I forgot about the one in the river. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that. And then I'm gonna start mining it right along with it. All right, I think we have enough for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to base and we are going to research this. Hopefully the next unlocked node is the, whatchamacallit. Oh, I went the wrong, oh, no, I didn't go the wrong way. Just this way. All right, quartz. All right, cool, so we can do that. Please, please be a hard drive right here. Come on, man, I don't want any of this crap. I just want the hard drives.
Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Can I handcraft these? I can. Holy crap. Yes. I think 100 is what we needed, right? Just 100? Yeah. Okay, please unlock hard drives. Please unlock hard drive scanning. Please, 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 please.
Research completed. Crystal oscillator recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
That's crazy. That's so time gated because that's motors. This is like mid game. Crystal oscillators. Radar would be nice, but we need computers and we need crystal oscillators. Damn. We could go ahead and unlock this though. It makes us a little bit faster and jump. So, and dampens. Yeah, I think we're just gonna set that on the back burner for now. Damn, I really wanted to go scan for hard drives and do some hard drive hunting, but that is kind of a ways away. So we're just gonna go ahead and focus on more milestones, which is gonna be automating rotors, and we're just gonna have to do screws, unfortunately. So we're gonna do, I feel like this might be the best bet, but we also need to worry about fuel, powering the truck station, So maybe we should do coal power first. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do vehicles first. I don't know. Also, I could skip the jump pads. I don't even have to get it. Oh, man. We got a long ways to go. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're just gonna go there. All right. So we need a lot of these, which are already automated. So next up, we are going to automate the rotors. So let's go take care of that. So I can actually add another smelter because we're outputting 120. Ooh, this is actually by itself. So I can actually just add, what is this making? All right, iron rods. I want a separate iron rod thing though. So, or maybe I can just say screw it and I don't know how I want to do this. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this. And we're gonna put another constructor right next door. So let's see what this is hooked up to. Those 3? It was hooked up to 3? There. Is this actually powered? Why does it say no power? Oh, I don't have it connected over here. All right, cool. So we're good there. And then for this, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna come straight out. And then we are gonna go like this and go straight mode. And hopefully, oh, no, I want it to go this way. Hopefully I can add a splitter there. Let's see. Splitters. No, I can't. It's too much of a curve right now. So I want it to look seamless, man. We'll just put it right here for now. It's whatever. Okay. So now we have these. We're going to go ahead and put another constructor right here. And these are going to be 4 screws. Like this, screws. Then we need more power. Whoops. Power. And this. Go here. And all right. What else do rotors take? Rotor. And more rods. All right, cool. So we are solid there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to delete that, and we're gonna hook these rods up to an assembler, and then these. Damn it! I need a better power management system. There we go. And then that will have to go. No! There we go. All right, assembler. I'm gonna have to bring it out like here. So production, assembler. I'm missing rotors, ironically. Okay, rotors are now officially automated. So I have the screws going into the assembler and then an additional rods going into the assembler to make the rotors, which come up here, come around here, and then they feed into this merger, which I have reconnected all the other parts on. And yeah, we're cooking now. So what do we have so far? Wrong storage container. So we're already at 9 rotors, which is pretty great actually, but we need 50. So we're gonna wait for these to reach 150. Oh, I forgot. We need to automate the cables, which I might toss on a splitter because these are the wires and it's going pretty fast. Like it's running at 100% efficiency. I'm afraid that if I split that though, it's gonna, see, it's just hovering at 190. So we might have to just split the ingots instead of the wire. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna need another wire constructor, which we can just copy that, bring it over, slap that bad boy right there. And then we're gonna have to do some little trickery here. So, actually, not much trickery, because all we have to do is go like that. Toss a splitter down. We need to make sure it's properly aligned, which needs to go over to the left. Good. And that goes there. This will wrap back around there. Now we have this line right here, which we can do something a little like this. Because I don't want any belts clipping. So, this is something I really want to try to avoid throughout the playthrough, is running out of stuff. I mean, obviously we're going to run out of stuff. It's unrealistic to say that we're not going to run out of stuff. But, all right, cool. So there we go there. And then, oh, actually, damn it. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Are we in business again? Nope, we are not. Now we're in business. So another constructor, because we need the cable. So let's go ahead and nudge that over like so. Probably turn it around. That might help. This, nope, like that. And then let's use that for power. And then this is going to be cable. There we go. And now I need to plug and play this into... Oh, that's perfect. Except for the thing in the way. Oh, man. It's going to be impossible to keep this to the lines. All right, so now we need this to come down like so. And then this goes in there. And now we have lift off on the cables. So we have everything automated. We got our reinforced iron plates, and then we have the rest right here. Now, I'm trying to see if this is actually bringing the cable through. That it is. And this is the only time I really do like sushi belts as well. If you haven't heard that term, it just means a belt with multiple items on it. But this is just for storage purposes. We're already at 17 there. We do have the cable already. Like, we have this storage over here that we are kind of going through, so we can actually, yeah, see, we already have 500. I might as well just go and toss it in. Like, why not? We got all the cable. I'll go ahead and do that. That way I don't forget about it later. And now we're just waiting on the rotors. Trying to craft some rotors to help this along, but look how many modular frames I can do. I'm gonna craft those up by hand, just to, because I think we need modular frames for vehicle unlocking. So, let's see. So if we go here, yeah, we need 25. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft up 25 of them while I'm here. Like, why not? Actually, I might already have some modular frames from looting wrecked crash sites. I'm pretty sure I have a stack. I don't. I could have sworn I picked some up. Oh well. Guess we'll just go back to crafting them. Alright, we're done with our 24. Let's go ahead and craft up these rotors, and then we should be able to complete this out. And, no, not the vehicle, because it needs 100 rotors for that. So, yeah, we might have to put that on the back burner till next episode. Let's go see what we got in here. Oh, yeah, we good. 45! I'm 5 short. Seriously? 50. All right, let's go ahead and get this situated. And then the next milestone is going to be...
Milestone reached. Power production.
Okay, vehicle transport. So we're going to need... Well, I already have 25 of those, so... Can I... Please, I don't care if the pod's launched. Just don't give me the button yet. I don't want to accidentally use these. But we are out of time, actually. So in the next episode, we're going to whip up our coal factory. I'm very excited about that. We're going to go up to the usual spot, this lake right here. Because there are, I think, 4 coal nodes over here, maybe 3. I just know one of them you can't get until you unlock Nobilis, which is fine because they're all pure on this map. So we won't actually need that one until a little bit later. But we are going to utilize this entire lake for our coal power plant. So we'll do up a bunch of platforms to make it all flat ground. We'll put up our water extractors, coal factories, all that good stuff. And then I want to start on steel, because if you look up there, that's versatile framework, which takes steel beams. So, and I'm not sure about the automated wiring. Okay, we don't even have that unlocked yet. So along with smart plating was pretty easy to look at. The vibes right now. Look at these freaking vibes, man. It looks so good. I don't know if they did anything with the graphics engine, but it's good. And the detail, like if I'm looking at the sun, see like the little smudges and stuff, like I've been touching my helmet with my fingers or something, like there's like dust particles and stuff. That's cool. Okay, I'm done gawking. But yeah, in the next episode is when we really get the ball rolling. This is what we ended up with today. Not too shabby. We got 3 iron nodes going with a lot of ingots crafting up. And then we got our limestone, we got our copper. We actually have 2 limestones. Also up here, we have some additional nodes as well. I can't fly that far. But we also have iron up there. Actually, those might... No, it's not copper. It would have shown up. So all that's iron. This is going to be fun. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel way more than you know. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I have a link for that down in the description, as well as a link to Discord if you feel like joining that. I also stream on YouTube every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this channel. So if you're on YouTube at that time, feel free to stop in and say howdy. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world to me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.